If you've been following me for a while, then you know I manage a mix of teams across YouTube projects and other online businesses. And honestly, handling payroll between all of them was getting a little messy. So I started looking into different payroll services to try and simplify the process. Some were clunky, some came with hidden fees, while others just didn't deliver exactly what I needed. Now, after trying quite a few, the ones that really made an impression on me were Gusto, ADP, and Paychex. Each of them handles payroll and HR a little differently. And depending on your setup, one could end up being a way better fit than the other one. So in this video, we're going to see how each of these platforms work. I'm going to take you through their main features, their pricing, and share my experience using them day to day. We're going to get into the pros and the cons and which sorts of businesses each one is best suited for. So whether you're just getting your brand off the ground or scaling up fast, stick around to see which of these three payroll services could be the right fit for you. Let's get into it. Quick heads up, I've put affiliate links in the description for everything we're covering. If you do use them, I earn a commission at no extra cost to you, which does help support the channel. All right, we're going to start it off with Gusto because out of the payroll tools I've tried, this one honestly felt like the most beginner-friendly option right out of the gate. The dashboard is clean, the layout is intuitive, and nothing about the setup feels too complex or overwhelming. It walks you through each step. So even if you've never handled payroll before, you're not going to feel lost. I ran a test payroll within minutes, and one thing that I appreciated from the jump is that Gusto doesn't change your extra for off-cycle runs. So if you ever need to send out a last-minute bonus or fix an error, you can do that without incurring an extra cost. Now, what makes Gusto stand out is just how much they've managed to include within one streamlined platform. It's not just payroll. You also get automatic tax filings for W-2s and 1099s, direct deposits, benefit management tools, and even some light HR features like onboarding and hiring workflows. Time tracking is also built in and it works well even for remote teams. You can enable geolocation for clock-ins, manage paid time off, and approve hours, all from either the dashboard or the mobile app. I've used it to manage a few different teams, and the experience has been smooth across the board. Now, from the employee side, Gusto also makes things super convenient. Team members each get their own login where they can view pay stubs, check how much PTO they've got left, and even make benefit selections themselves. So that cuts down on a lot of small admin tasks and back and forth messages, which is something that I really noticed once my team grew past just a few people. Now, if I am being honest, Gusto's reporting tools are a bit basic compared to more advanced platforms. You can run the standard payroll summaries and tax reports, but if you're trying to generate custom analytics or deep financial breakdowns, the options feel a little limited. It gets the job done for most people, but if you are managing multiple departments or you need more detailed job costing reports, you might find yourself wishing for more flexibility. Now, price-wise, Gusto keeps things pretty transparent. There are 4 main plans to choose from. Their simple plan for starters costs only around $50 a month plus $6 per employee and covers the basics like payroll, tax filing, and employee self-service. Or if you're after features like multi-state payroll, next day direct deposit, or time tracking, they have the Plus plan at $80 per month plus $12 per employee. But if you need more advanced HR support and a dedicated success manager, there's the premium tier at $180 a month plus $22 per employee. Now, they also offer a contractor-only plan if you're not working with W-2 employees, which is free in itself and just costs an additional $6 per person. So in my opinion, Gusto services are ideal for small to mid-sized businesses that want something easy to use but still packed with useful features. The value is really solid, and you don't have to be a payroll expert to get it up and running. And honestly, it's one of the most efficient and well-rounded payroll systems that I've used. All right, now let's shift gears and take a look at ADP. It's been around forever, and honestly, there's a reason it's still one of the most widely used options to this day. Now, what really makes ADP stand out is how well it scales. So whether you're paying 2 employees or you're managing a team of a couple thousand, they've built systems that can support your unique situation. I tested out their Run platform, which is actually geared specifically towards small businesses. And while the interface isn't as sleek as something like Gusto, it still works pretty well once you get familiar with it. Now, where ADP really shines is when it comes to compliance and support. So if you're working across multiple states or in a highly regulated industry, this is where having ADP can be very useful since it takes care of full service payroll, automatic tax filing, wage garnishments, and even things like managing state unemployment insurance. Plus, you get access to HR tools like background checks, new hire reporting, and built-in training modules. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is that while ADP has a ton of tools, the setup process is a little more hands-on, so compared to something like Gusto, which walks you through everything right away, ADP might require a bit more time and back and forth with support to get everything configured the way you want, especially if you are integrating with accounting software or bringing over data from another system. It's not exactly plug and play. Now that said, once you're all set up, it's going to run smooth, but something that I did personally appreciate was how flexible their system is. You're not stuck with a rigid layout. You can customize your plan, add only the tools that you actually need, and make adjustments as your business evolves. They also offer a mobile app for both admins and employees where team members can check pay history, download tax forms, and update their personal info directly from their phones. That's a big time saver when you've got multiple people asking for the same info week after week. Now for pricing, ADP offers 4 main tiers: the Essential Plan, Enhanced Plan, Complete Plan, and HR Pro Plan, each unlocking more features as you move up. Now the actual cost is going to greatly depend on the size of your business, your payroll frequency, and the features that you're after. For example, when I got a quote for the Enhanced Plan for a business with 25 employees paid bi-weekly, ADP estimated around $115 per payroll plus $2.11 per employee. So it's not the most affordable option out there, but considering the level of support, compliance coverage, and HR tools that it does provide, it's priced more like a long-term investment than just a budget tool. So overall, I'd say it's best geared for businesses seeking a reliable payroll system that's tried and tested, especially if you're managing a remote or multi-state team. If you want to check out what we're covering today, we have affiliate links in the description. Using these earns us a commission at no extra cost to you, which really helps support the channel. All right, so rounding out my list for today, we have Paychex. And of the 3 options we've looked at, this one kind of lands right in the middle. It's not as modern or flashy as Gusto and not as enterprise heavy as ADP, but it brings you a nice balance of flexibility, solid payroll tools, and reliable HR support. So the dashboard is clean and straightforward, and once you're inside, everything from payroll to reporting to HR tasks is easy to manage. I also found the setup process to be very quick. Onboarding was done within 48 hours, and their 24/7 support was there if anything came up. And when it comes to features, Paychex covers all the payroll essentials. You've got automated tax filings with their tax pay system, direct deposit, detailed payroll journals, and built-in reporting. You also get access to time and attendance tools with features like mobile clock-in and geofencing, which is super useful if you're managing hourly staff or multiple locations. Now, one thing that stood out to me was how customizable the whole setup is. So whether you're in retail, healthcare, or running a remote team, you can tweak the features and reporting options to fit your workflow. Plus, their reports cover more than just the basics. You can generate detailed financial summaries, job costing reports, or even break things down by department, which makes payroll reviews a lot easier. Now that said, I did notice that certain parts of the interface felt a little dated. It's functional and does what it needs to do, but if you're someone who's big on design and user experience, especially when switching between modules, it might not feel quite as seamless as something like Gusto. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something I picked up on during the day-to-day use. Now, in terms of pricing, Paychex offers 3 main plans: the Select, Pro, and Enterprise, and the cost depends on your specific needs. Their prices start at $39 per month plus $5 per employee, which gets you core payroll tools and basic HR support. But if you want access to more advanced features like a dedicated HR advisor, general ledger reporting, or learning modules, you're going to need to look at the higher tier plans. Now, those are quote based, but typically come out to somewhere between $18 and $26 per employee, depending on what you choose to include. All in all, Paychex is a solid choice for businesses that are in that mid-growth stage, ones that need more structure and support than Gusto offers, but aren't quite at the scale where ADP makes sense. It's dependable and provides a solid mix of features, along with the ability to grow into more advanced services without having to overhaul everything later. All right, guys, so to wrap it all up, choosing the right payroll service can take a lot of headache out of running your own business, and each of the options we've looked at here offers something unique. Gusto is ideal if you want something modern, easy to use, and packed with automation that works right out of the box. Meanwhile, ADP is the go-to if you're looking for serious compliance support and a system that can scale with a growing or complex business. And then there's Paychex, which hits a nice middle ground with flexible tools, solid HR support, and pricing that is very straightforward. At the end of the day, all these are great options, so the best choice really just comes down to how much hands-on involvement you prefer, how much structure your team requires, and just how detailed your payroll setup needs to be as you continue to scale. And that's all for this review. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, then please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more videos just like this. And don't forget, you can find the affiliate links for what we covered right below this video, and if you do use them, we earn a commission at no extra cost to you, which helps support the channel. Also, if you are interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. Now, as always, I enjoy hearing your thoughts, so go ahead and leave any questions or comments down below, and I'll try to get back to them as fast as I can. Finally, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.